While bringing your pet home the first day, you probably thought to yourself this would be the start of a beautiful friendship. Fast forward to now, and you can't seem to crack what's keeping your cat from being comfortable around you. Domestic cats are naturally trusting. However, sometimes even the most well-meaning of pet parents can lack in certain places to establish that trust. But how would you even know if your cat trusts you or not? And if it doesn't trust you, why is that so? We're talking about all that and a lot more in today's video. Number 10. Avoiding eye contact. It might be unfair to ascribe human characteristics to animals, but there are certain surefire ways to know that your cat has been having a hard time to trust you. The most obvious one being avoiding eye contact. Pets who feel comfortable around their pet parents tend to gaze at them repeatedly, not necessarily stare at them, but would constantly look for their parents. They'll look at you while you're working, doing chores, or during cuddle time. If your pet has a hard time looking at you, then you've probably cultivated an environment where it feels uncomfortable and distrusting of you. Can you fix that? Of course you can. Start by noticing your pet's behavior regarding other things. Is it comfortable in your living space, generally, or just around you? Once you determine the cause for its stress, you can work towards alleviating it. Number 9. Tail language. Would there ever be a way for us to talk to our feline friends? They can't speak our language, and we sure can't decipher what meow means. However, communication doesn't have to be all verbal. Experts have spent countless hours trying to decipher feline tail language in a bid to help us understand them better. There are several significant signs. A tall tail with a curved tip shows that they're greeting you. A quivering tail shows that they're relaxing. But a tail that's tucked away in an uncomfortable position shows that they're anxious or scared. Deciphering tail language is essential if you're trying to be a responsible pet parent. You need to be able to understand your pet and then tend to their needs as required. If your cat sees you putting in so much effort for it, it'll eventually feel welcomed and start trusting you. Number 8. Eating only when you're away. You got the bowl filled to the brim with their favorite treats, or with new treats you're eager for them to try. Yet your pet won't touch its food while you're in the same room. Why? Probably because they don't trust you. This isn't to say that your cat won't enjoy the meal, but that it would feel uneasy to let its guard down while you're in the room. Have there been times in the past when you've done something to them during feeding time? Have you ever given them something unknowingly that was bad for their health? Has your pet seen you in a bad mood often? Have you ever yelled at your pet for making a mess during feeding time? It's crucial to answer all of these questions and determine the cause for their distrust, and then eliminate it. Number 7. Hiding or covering. You come home after a long day at work, and the first thing your cat does is run away and hide. Yikes. Domestic animals have certain ancestral traits still instilled in them. Hiding or covering themselves when they're scared is a trait they've picked up on for generations. If your pet hides every time you're around them, you've probably given them a reason for it. How would you fix this? Think back to a time where your pet would hide whenever you came home. From that point till today, what has changed? Is there something you can do to fix it? Number 6. Won't be pet. You pet your pet. That's pretty standard pet-parent stuff, right? Well, not if your pet doesn't trust you. Your cat will stiffen up its body every time you try to pick it up. It'll try to get off your lap just as soon as you try to place it there, and it might even be a little aggressive as you're petting it. This is all very standard behavior for pets that don't trust their pet parents. They won't feel comfortable letting their guard down with someone they feel would harm them in one way or another. If your pet isn't receptive to your love, then you shouldn't force it to be. Don't pick up your pet when it obviously is uncomfortable. Work on mending your relationship with your feline friend instead of trying to force one. Number 5. Being destructive. Your cat has claws and it's not afraid to use them. However, you need to be able to train your pet to tell when it's okay to bring them out and when they're best kept under control. A destructive pet is one that's uncomfortable in its surroundings. They're trying to find a way out because every other thing is a trigger for them. If you come home to your pet having scratched up the living room furniture, often you have a problem. But being destructive is often a very severe reaction. There must be something that's gravely bothering your pet. What should you do? It'll be best to consult an expert. Number 4, no playtime. Your cat won't wear its collar to go for walks, won't play with any of its toys, and won't let you sit down to play with it either. You might think you have a fussy one on your hands, but the truth is, you've cultivated an environment where your cat feels like it can't let its guard down around you anymore. This isn't to say that your cat doesn't enjoy playing, just not with you. While that hurts, it also allows you to reflect on your relationship with your pet and reevaluate where you might have been lacking. What could you have done to build a more stable relationship with your pet? Number 3, constant meowing. Have you ever been woken up at night by your cat constantly meowing? Have you ever wondered why your pet is calling out so much? Experts believe that making noise or sound so often is a sign of distress. They might be trying to alert you towards something that's causing them undue stress, or they might be calling out for help from someone else. If your cat has tried to get your attention this way in the past and you've dismissed it, it'll start to grow distrusting of you. Always listen to your pets, even if it's for something trivial. Number 2, staring. You look over your shoulder and there's your cat staring at you with its beady eyes. You feel like your pet's eyes are following you wherever you go, like from the kitchen to the bathroom. Your pet is constantly staring at you. While making a lot of eye contact is a sign of a trusting pet, staring at your pet parent is often indicative of your pet being distrusting of you and therefore wanting to calculate your every move. They stare at you to gauge at what you'll do next and for them to be prepared if and when you do anything. Number 1, is it just you? Lastly, is your pet distrusting in general or is it just you? Does your cat go up to other people in your household or people that are over and just don't seem to get comfortable around you? Or is your pet generally frightful of everyone? Understand the cause of their distrust and then work towards alleviating it. You might even have to consult with a pet psychologist for better understanding. Was your pet a kitten when you got it or a rescue? What were the previous owners like? Or have you done anything to cause it to be this distrusting? In your pet, you have a friend for life. The first step of this friendship is to build trust. Alright, was it easy for you to build a relationship with your feline friend? Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to INFORAMA for more pet-related content. See you in the next one.